a few leagues around Europe have made the bold decision to call it quits, including the League Two out in England, except we've got the small matter of the playoffs and we've got the first legs coming at you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. Today, we're going to take a look at the League Two playoffs, first legs, coming at you in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, League Two related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roofski. That's right, boys and girls. So yes, a lot of the leagues across Europe, we're talking Holland, we're talking France, Scotland even, have all decided to end it as it stands. So did League Two. That's right, except for the small matter of the playoffs. And that's some good news for some and some terrible news for some others. But anyway, before we jump into that, I want a big shout out, yes, to the Patreons, boys and girls. That's right, you know who they are. Exclusive VIP 10. That's right, the gang. We'd have had a new edition, or should I say a returning edition, this past couple of days with LG and Cal. That's right, he's back once again to support the channel as a Patreon. So respect to my brother, that's right, for joining the exclusive gang. He joins Russell Frost, Cody Cahoe, Tom Clark, Tom Beresford, the legend, John Spurn, Aztec Marky Mark, No-Co Drinker, Daniel Mellor, and of course Bianca Muller, who joined us just last week. If you want to join the exclusive VIP gang for the price of a value soda, that's right, cheap as chips, you can join the exclusive VIP gang. There is a link down below, so make sure you check that sucker out. Yes. Woo! Anyway, we don't do League Two much, but that could be about to change on this channel. That's right. I'm thinking about doing it next season. I might not be your one-stop shop for League Two, but it might be something to explore. But anyway, let's jump into the action. We're going to take a little look at the playoffs. So here we go, boys and girls. It is League Two action. That's right. So let's take a look at how the old table ended up then, and we could talk about all the nitty and gritty then. So Swindon Town, they managed to get themselves top of the table with Crewe and Plymouth not too far behind. Of course, the game ended with quite a few games left to spare. We're talking, what, 12 games, something like that for some teams. But it's decided on a points per game basis. Now, in League Two, it's not as bad as it is in League One, situation-wise, but because it's pretty much as you were, really. No major dramatic changes in the positioning of the table. So, yeah, Swindon, Crewe and Plymouth managed to get themselves promoted. And they'll be playing League One football next season. Now, who will join them? Now, will it be Cheltenham Town, Exeter City, Colchester United or Northampton Town? So, of course, I've got a bit of Rovers. There's a bit of Rovers connections in a lot of these ones, including Northampton Town. We've got Stevie Wotsa on loan. And I believe Cheltenham Town might have Luke Varney, something like that, ex-Roving player. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in just a second. Down the bottom there, Stevenage. They could be relegated to the National League. They just don't know what the situation is with that as of recording. Now, I'm recording this on Monday, a couple of days before the playoffs. So who's in the team? Who are we talking about in the playoffs? Let's take a look at the 4 teams involved. Okay, folks, kicking us all off, it is Cheltenham Town. That's right, there they are. They are there. The logo's just not coming out in all its glory, but they are there. We'll take a little look at them in just a second. They are play their games at Wadden Road. That's the venue where 7,066 people usually attend, but of course nobody going to be there this time around. They are managed by Michael Duff. Of course, they're in League Two. They did finish 4th in the table this season. They're not the greatest at pick up, just getting out in the knocked out in the second round. Also getting knocked out in the Catabata Cup in the first round. Ryan Broom is the main goal scorer with 8 goals to his tally this season. So they're joined by Exeter City, who do play their games at St James's Park. Not that one, the one in Exeter. There, and again, their capacity is usually 8,541. Unfortunately, none of those bad boys will also be not in attendance. Matt Taylor is the manager. They are finished 5th in the old league structure before the old points per game business. Knocked out in the second round of the FA Cup, their first round of the Catabata Cup, and their top goal scorer is Ryan Bowman, 14 goals for the season. I think he's the highest goal scorer across the board here. So he will be hoping to pull the strings. I don't know on the fitness on them guys anyway. Next up it is Colchester United. They play their game at the Colchester Community Stadium, which holds 10,150 fans usually. They are managed by John McGreal. 6th place this season in the old table. First round knocked out in the FA Cup. They had an impressive run in the Catabata Cup, going to the quarterfinals. Theo Robertson backs himself 12 goals this season. Can he find the back of the net in the playoffs? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, and then wrapping it all up, it is Northampton Town, of course, with Scotty Wharton in the field. Sixfield Stadium is the ground. They have usually 7,798 fans can be in attendance. Keith Curle, of course, ex-Manchester City legend, finished 7th in the league, 4th place, 4th round in the FA Cup, 1st round of the Canada Cup, and top goal scorer is Andy Williams. I think there's another fella who's also on 8 goals. But yeah, so that's it. That's your 4 teams. What about the 4 matches then, shall we? Let's take a look at Colchester United versus Exeter, of course. I believe, according to my knowledge, Exeter are the favourites to get promoted out of these 4 teams, 2-1, whereas Colchester are one of the long shots at 11-4. But anyway, the last 6 encounters between these two sides sees 1 win for Colchester and 2 wins for Exeter. There have been 3 draws over the past 6 encounters. Earlier in the campaign, they duked it out around about January time. It was a 0-0 draw in Exeter, and the last time they played in Colchester was a 2-2 draw. The goal scorers on that day, Harry Pell and Theo Robinson, was one of his goals for Colchester. Jake Taylor and Ryan Bowman on the score sheet for Exeter. Tom Lapsil get himself sent off as well on the 76th minute. Heading into this, of course, they've been on the old lockdown since the back end of March or mid-March or early March, whatever it is. Heading into this, Exeter are actually on a really woeful run of form, just winning once at the past 6 games. That was all the way back to 15th of February against Macclesfield. Since then, they've lost to Portsmouth, Northampton, and Walsall, and picked up a couple of draws against Crawley and Crewe. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Colchester had a bit much better form than their counterparts, winning 3 at the past 6. They did lose to Cheltenham, Port Vale, and Grimsby, and also picked up wins against Plymouth, Salford City, and then Carlisle. So heading into this, you probably fancy Colchester, but a lot has changed since then, and now, of course, form's out the window. Injuries could have been reduced, but there's the grogginess effect. It's kind of like starting the whole season again, but without pre-season. Anyway, heading into this, the bookmakers' odds for this first leg. We're just doing the first leg, folks. We'll come back again to do the second legs and take a little look at that. So 11-8 for Colchester for the victory. 12-5 is the draw. 15-8 for the long shot. That is, of course, Exeter City. For me, though, what do I got from this one? I think I'm going to go with a shady 1-1 draw. I can't really separate the two sides on this first leg, but I think the second leg, of course, going to be much more edgy with a date at Wembley. Fans or without fans on the horizon. So, yeah, probably advantage Exeter with that one, taking the away goal and looking forward to the second leg. Now, this game, of course, both of them are taking place on Thursday, the 18th of June. Also taking place, of course, as the second tie is Northampton up against Cheltenham. That's right. Let's take a closer look at this bad boy then, shall we? So the last 6 encounters between these two sides sees 1 win for Northampton, 4 wins for Exeter, and 1 draw between them. They did play at Cheltenham earlier in the season. It was a 2-1 win for Cheltenham. Goals on this day was Ryan Broom and Luke Varney. There he is. And Ryan Watson getting the 1-0 goal for Northampton. The last time played in Northampton was around about Christmas, 29th of December. It was a 1-1 draw. Connor Thomas won the penalty spot for Cheltenham. Jordan Turnbull as well getting the equaliser for Northampton. Alex Adai getting himself sent off as well. The last 6 encounters between these ties at Northampton sees 2 wins for the Northampton, 2 draws, and 2 wins for Cheltenham. In fact, it's actually 2 games unbeaten for Cheltenham against Northampton at the Six Fields. Heading into this, of course, Cheltenham looked absolutely solid with an unbeaten run of 6 games, winning 5 of them and drawing 1. That draw was last time out against Port Vale all the way back 7th of March. Meanwhile, Northampton, not the greatest run of form for them. 4 defeats in the past 6. They picked up 2 wins in the past 4, though, beating Grimsby and Exeter along the way. They did lose to Cheltenham and Mansfield in that sandwich. Anyway, the bookmakers' odds on this one. Northampton 7-5 for the win, 11-5 is the draw, 2-1 Cheltenham. The outrights, did mention it before, Exeter are favourites, Cheltenham are second favourites, 11-4, Colchester also 11-4, and Northampton are the long shots, the underdogs, should I say, on this one. For me, though, this was a tough old boots, but I'm going to give it, I don't know, maybe it's just it's the tinted glasses, Scotty Wharton in defence. I'm going to give it a 2-1 win for the Northampton boys, and then they'll give themselves the edge, but flipping Cheltenham will have the away goal and a 1-0 win would do it just for them. Well, that, my friends, completes my predictions for the League 2 playoff first legs. We'll be back again, of course, for the second legs once we have the results. Be sure to get your own predictions in nice and early down below. And, of course, we look forward to the final as well. Speaking of League 2, I'm dabbling with the idea of doing week by week predictions for this division next season. If that's something of interest to you, be sure to get yourselves commenting in the old section down below. Let me know. Let me hear what you think. Should I do League 2 as well as, of course, thinking about doing League 1 and continuing with the channel? Championship, and of course the Premier League. Just up the game, folks. Up the old prediction sticks again. Make sure you get your predictions in nice and early down below, so I'll feature them next time around. Of course, yeah, check out the description as well. Links to my other social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and of course Patreon, boys and girls. If you want to support the channel in another way, there is the link down below. Until then, though, I'll see you all for the second legs, and hopefully your team does well. Until then, though, we are out. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.